Welcome back to our channel where we break down the biggest stories in Hollywood. Today, we're taking an in-depth look at the explosive legal battle between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni, a saga involving allegations of misconduct on set, high-stakes legal maneuvering, and even claims that creative control of the film was at the heart of the dispute. Let's start with a quick recap. The legal dispute began during the production of the film It Ends With Us, which was released in August 2024. Originally, the project was envisioned as a collaborative effort. However, as production progressed, tensions escalated. Blake Lively, one of the film's leading stars, filed a complaint with the California Civil Rights Department. She accused director and co-star Justin Baldoni of creating a hostile work environment on set, alleging that his behavior included unwanted physical contact and inappropriate remarks. In response, Justin Baldoni launched his own counterattack with a defamation and extortion lawsuit. He's seeking a staggering $400 million in damages and has accused Lively not only of misconduct, but of orchestrating a smear campaign. This high-profile conflict quickly evolved into a multifaceted legal battle, with each side presenting a dramatically different narrative of what transpired on set. As if that wasn't enough, recent developments have taken the story in even more explosive directions. One of the most striking moves in this legal drama came when Justin Baldoni launched a dedicated website. This site is not just a repository, it's a bold statement, showcasing a trove of evidence including previously unseen text messages and emails involving Blake Lively and even her husband, Ryan Reynolds. Baldoni asserts that these communications reveal a far more collaborative relationship during the early stages of filming than has been suggested by the allegations. The evidence on the website is central to his $400 million defamation and extortion lawsuit. It is designed to counter the narrative that he was solely responsible for the on-set issues. Instead, he claims that the texts demonstrate that any friction stemmed from creative disagreements rather than outright misconduct. These public disclosures have added a new layer to the case, fueling debates over what actually transpired behind the camera. But the legal maneuvers don't stop there. In the midst of the legal back and forth, one of the most contentious developments has been the proposed gag order. Blake Lively's legal team has moved to request a gag order, specifically targeting public statements by Justin Baldoni's attorney, Brian Friedman. According to filings, Lively alleges that Friedman has been engaging in what she describes as a smear campaign by disclosing sensitive information and personal commentary that could sway public opinion against her. Legal experts note that a gag order is meant to prevent the release of prejudicial information that could compromise the fairness of a trial. In this case, Lively argues that allowing such disclosures would not only damage her reputation further, but also risk influencing potential jurors ahead of the trial, which is now scheduled for March 9th, 2026 in New York. At the same time, Lively and her legal team, alongside Ryan Reynolds, are pushing to have Baldoni's defamation lawsuit dismissed. They contend that his counterclaims are not only exaggerated, but also a strategic move to distract from the real issues on set. These motions to dismiss and the request for a gag order underline the intensity of the legal strategies being employed by both sides as they prepare for a trial that promises to be closely watched. Now, let's turn our attention to perhaps the most explosive allegation of all. Claims that Blake Lively was attempting to seize control of the film. In an unexpected twist, new allegations have surfaced that add a whole new dimension to the case. Justin Baldoni's legal team claims that Blake Lively wasn't just focused on airing grievances about on-set conduct. She was also allegedly trying to wrest creative control of It Ends With Us from him. According to these allegations, when creative differences arose, Lively pushed hard for script revisions and production changes that would have shifted the film's direction in her favor. Baldoni contends that these actions were not merely about artistic vision, but rather a deliberate attempt to sideline his role as director and co-star. Documents and internal communications, as presented by Baldoni's team, suggest that Lively sought to override Baldoni's decisions, effectively trying to steal the movie for her own benefit. These claims have ignited fierce debate. While Lively's camp denies the allegation, insisting that any changes were part of normal creative negotiations, the very suggestion that one of Hollywood's leading actresses would attempt such a maneuver raises questions about power dynamics on set and the integrity of creative collaborations in the industry. Another bombshell in this saga comes from what's being referred to as the accountability statement. Sources reported by People magazine claim that back in August 2024, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds drafted a statement urging Justin Baldoni to take responsibility for certain production issues and the subsequent negative publicity. According to Baldoni, he refused to release this statement, seeing it as an implicit admission of guilt on his part. This alleged statement, whether fully accurate or not, further complicates the narrative. It suggests that both sides were engaged in a high-stakes battle, not only over personal reputations, but also over who had the final say in the creative direction of the film. Amid these explosive claims, another surprising development has come from an unexpected source, Candace Owens. Political commentator Candace Owens alleges that Lively leveraged her close friendship with singer Taylor Swift to enlist the support of influential journalists, including Ronan Farrow and Megan Twohey, in an effort to discredit Baldoni. She points to a December 21st article by Twohey that detailed Lively's accusations against Baldoni, suggesting that this piece was part of a coordinated attempt to damage his reputation. Following the publication of this article, Baldoni filed a $250 million lawsuit against the New York Times, alleging promissory fraud. Owens has been a vocal critic of the #MeToo movement, expressing concerns about the potential for unverified accusations to harm individuals' lives. In this context, she questions the validity of Lively's allegations against Baldoni, suggesting that they may be part of a broader strategy to undermine him. It's important to note that these claims are Owens' interpretations of the situation. The legal proceedings between Lively and Baldoni are ongoing, and the full context and details of their dispute have yet to be fully examined in court. The repercussions of this case extend far beyond the courtroom. Both the entertainment industry and the public have been captivated by the unfolding drama. Industry insiders are discussing how this case might change the way film sets are managed, particularly regarding creative disputes and on-set behavior. Many see it as a wake-up call, a reminder that power struggles, if not managed properly, can lead to long-lasting legal and personal consequences. Looking ahead, the trial is scheduled for March 9th, 2026 in New York. As both sides continue to file motions and gather evidence, this case promises to be one of the most closely watched legal battles in Hollywood. The outcome will not only affect the reputations and careers of those involved, but could also set new precedents for handling creative disputes and allegations of misconduct on set. We will be monitoring every development and providing you with the most up-to-date information as it emerges. With all these dramatic developments, many are asking, what's next for this case?